Howdy, Steve back again. So I wanted to give a brief explanation of how this channel started. And again, there'll be a proper video for this. This is just kind of just a little bit of content just to get started and give you an idea of who I am and how things started. So, first and foremost, I'm Steve. I'm 44. I live in Northeast Ohio, and I started watching a gaming YouTuber named Tiamat Marduk, Ben Daly. He's a YouTuber. He's an Australian YouTuber who lives in Great Britain, and he does F1 2021 content and some other racing games. I'm only familiar with what these guys do on YouTube. I'm not on Discord or Twitch or anything like that yet. I'm not sure if that's a route I'm going. I probably will at some point, but right now I'm just sticking to YouTube. But anyways, so I started watching, and I started watching all the seasons and the whole playlist for F1 2020, and it took me back to the 90's when Michael Schumacher was driving with Benetton, and then he went to Ferrari and had his dominant years and ended up winning his 7 titles. And that's when I got involved with the racing, and I've always had this fascination with open wheel racing. And living in Northeast Ohio, we used to have the kart races over at Burke Lakefront Airport, and I was fortunate enough to go to several of them, and God, what a blast that was. Sooner or later, I'm hoping to get down to Mid-Ohio for the IndyCar races that we have down there, and I was thinking of going to Coda this year for the F1 race in Austin, but I didn't. I know it went off without a hitch, and what a great race it was. I just didn't think, with how things have been going, that there were, based off of other cancellations on races, I thought it'd be best to sit that one out this year. So we didn't go. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into that stuff and maybe checking out a few NASCAR races nearby, because I think we have some local tracks in Michigan and Pennsylvania that are not too far to drive to. So anyways, yeah, a friend of mine got me into what would have been Grand Prix, I think, for what would have been Windows 3.1 or whatever Windows was out in 386 and 486 and Pentium computers at the time in the late 90's. And that was basically what you get today, where you're an extra team on the grid, but it's nowhere near as complex and in depth as what you get to do in 2020 and 2021. But it was still cool, and I got into the games then. Didn't really get too much involved in video games, be it console or PC. Maybe up until about 2006 when I got a PS3, and fast forward back to the beginning of 2021, Tiamat Marduk era of, and I don't think Jarno Opmeer was running any Formula One content. I think he was doing like last to first challenges, stuff like that. But he was too busy doing his esports stuff. And God, he's fast. He's amazing. But anyways, so I started watching their videos in probably winter of 2021. Went and picked up the Schumacher edition, Schumacher 70th anniversary and edition. Oh God, dude, I'm just going nuts on this one. So late night. And again, unedited, unscripted, just shooting from the hip for you. But yeah, I picked up the 2020 Schumacher 70th Anniversary Edition, and Played 2 or 3 seasons. I'm running all the assists as a noob. I was just kind of getting familiar with the tracks and kind of getting back into the swing of things. I had a PS4, so I mean, it wasn't like I didn't ever play it, but you know, I basically was getting back into the swing of things, and then I got so into it that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a wheel. So I did, and then I bought some other titles, Assetto Corsa Competizione, Gran Turismo Sport, whatever was available for PS4. And then I decided that I would uh, pick up some of the older titles, and now I got this quest for a collection of some Codemaster stuff and some F1 stuff, so that should be fun. But the basic channel started with catching up with a bunch of new YouTubers. Well, they're not new; they're new to me, but their content is pretty fun, pretty inspiring. Look like something just about anyone could attempt. Whether people are good at it or not, I guess, depends on some natural abilities with hand-eye coordination and a lot of practice, I'd say. Some people are probably naturally gifted at it, but um, I think I'm going to be one of those guys that has to put in some time and work hard. But that's basically how the channel started. I've always had a fascination with open wheel racing, and Michael Schumacher was an amazing person to watch race. I can remember getting up at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on Sundays to watch the races on, I think they were on ESPN at the time. We didn't have Sky Sports yet, obviously. But yeah, and I was absolutely fortunate to make it to a few of the kart races. This was when kart and I think kart and IRL were, there was 2 or 3 different race bodies that kind of shared the tracks and stuff. But I think kart was more of the more road courses or racetracks that didn't involve ovals. I don't recall if kart ever did ovals, but and for anybody who sees this video, and if you went to any of those races or if you know more than I do about it, feel free to comment. It'll be an awesome conversation to have. But yeah, so that's how the channel kind of started. A few years ago, I bought some stuff to do motorcycle content with a helmet cam. It never got off the ground, but I'm looking forward to maybe incorporating that as well. But this will basically be like gaming and, you know, racing titles. But it won't just be racing titles, but the whole idea, I'll explain in another video what the whole idea behind the Purple Tiger Racing was, because it's a little goofy and it's a little funny, but now I kind of like it, so it stuck. So welcome to Purple Tiger Racing YouTube channel. Hopefully I can drive the car competently and you can appreciate it and enjoy what you see, or at the very least you can laugh at me and tell me I'm terrible, and that's fine too, because I'm good with it. I got broad shoulders. I can handle it. Maybe if you guys tell me I'm terrible at it enough, I'll try to get better. So, on that note, I think this is going to be the last little one of these talking head videos I do for the night, as it's getting to be kind of late here in Northeast Ohio on a Saturday turning Sunday. So, on that note, we'll see you guys in the next one. Have an awesome day, and peace.